All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Van Waters Labradors. I am Vernon, and this is Bella. And we are out here today. We are going long hauls today. So we're gonna get Bella going as far out as we possibly can and coming back to us. The wind, as you can tell, is going from left to right. So when she sees these things go out and it lands, it's going to take it to the right. So it's going to be I'm glad we got a little bit of a wind today. It's super hot, but I'm so glad that we got a wind, because it's going to throw another challenge yet for her to be able to go distance and to be able to find the dummy. The next thing that we're doing to make it that much more difficult is we're going with the orange color, okay? As you can hear her in the background here, she is pumped. She knows what's about to happen. She's a young dog. They do this when they're young. They get excited and they bark. So DTI, dummy launcher, is what we're using today. Sport Dog is the brand of choice for me, but I also use DTI's, some of their equipment. Their dummy launcher is one that I use. I have a bird launcher that if someone wants me to go over that, you can leave it in the comments below or give me a jingle and we can go over that that apparatus. But I love my Sport Dog equipment. Cannot say anything bad about it, that is for sure. Okay, so here's my setup, okay? I want everybody to see this. This works out really good. I got my mule here, and then what I do is I back my trailer in almost in a jackknife or a 90-degree angle, and get it where I don't want this thing moving, so I use my mule to hold it still. I want it to be stout, and this is, again, this is my boat, dock, my blind, okay? It's all 3-in-1. It teaches the dog the fundamentals, okay? And there she is right there. Brings it around. We got it secured very safely secured. All 4 corners are tied down for transport and different things like that. We don't go very far, but I do this method of transport because it really gets them used to going on the terrain. If you're, those that are hunters know what I'm talking about. You get your dogs out there and it's mucky and mud and you're trying to get out to where you're going. You got to go over logs, etc., etc. You get what I'm saying? Okay, anyhow, so we tie it down here to the hitch. It's all hitched up right here. This holds it. It doesn't move. Very secure, okay? So that's that. I got earplugs in today, unlike last time. So we don't have any ears ringing for ever and ever. And if I want to be able to hear you guys if you're talking to me. So what I'm doing right now is we're going to use the red ones today. Okay, 22 caliber. And we load it in like this. You put your blank in like that, okay? And we put our dummy on top of it, and you just close it like this and like that, okay? Well, you didn't see that because I didn't have it in the camera, but that's how it's looking when it's done, okay? And then you will pull back on this at the end. So what we're gonna do is get her used to seeing the orange flying, because it's not very easy for her to see, and go from there. There's something wrong with my call. I think there's something in my call. Yeah, we're gonna have to skip that. I'm not sure what's wrong with that. Okay, anyway, may have spilled something inside there. We will bypass that, pitch it to the back. All right, so plan B. We're still gonna go with this, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna make her hold in the blind as she marks these, okay? Please bear with me here. I am by myself today. I have nobody to pull the trigger, and I'm running the camera at the exact same time. I got an idea, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Well, we'll just keep going with this and see. Just bear with me here. I'll see if I can pull this all by myself. So here we go. Uh-oh. Oh boy, equipment's falling apart. Okay, here we go. There it goes. Boom. Now you can see, let me set that up there. Let me bring my finger down. It is right there. Hopefully everybody can see that on the camera. Okay. Miss Bella's in the blind. And here we go. Back. So we've been working old Miss Bella pretty hard lately. And so we gave her, at least I did. Let me get you back on the camera here. I'm trying to do something at the same time. We gave Miss Bella a break. And on this hunting stuff and teaching her how to retrieve and so forth, are working her harder and harder. It's been hot. We've been working her very hard, and the upland and just regular training. And so we've given her a day off from swimming as far as working it. And so I want to point out a couple things here just real quick here that she has done. I want you to notice what she's done. And if you didn't see it, go just back this video up just a freckle, okay? When she went out, she wasn't quite sure how far we shot it, okay? But she looked back at me. I didn't give her any praise. I didn't give her anything. And she's like, well, it's got to be out there somewhere. And then she started using her brain. It's almost like that day off kind of, it took a while for her brain to engage, okay? But she kind of went back here, and all of a sudden she started working side by side. And then now, if you can see her, she is right. Oh, wait, here, let me zoom up on her. Whoops, wrong way, sorry. There you go. If you can see her, she's right here, okay? Now, she's got it in her mouth. Come. And she's bringing it back to us. Now, it landed over here, if you remember correctly, and the wind is moving it this way. So she remembers it being out in here, but the water moved it this way, okay? So she went out there and remembered that. And once her brain figured out, oh yeah, hey, we're not playing anymore, we're actually working, she's like, hey, I could do this, no big deal. Okay, so she did it, no big deal. Guys, we're talking, oh boy, that's gotta be at least 100 yards. The length of this, so this pond, it's in its entirety is about 2 acres. So if that gives you an idea what we're dealing with here. So it goes from this bank to that bank, and then it wraps around just a little bit over here, kind of swings back around, comes back around in this way, and comes back down. But this, in its entirety, it's 2 acres, okay? So if that gives you an idea how far she's swimming, and she's bringing it back. One thing I've noticed with Bella is most dogs are creatures of habit. Some of them, it takes a long time to get that habit in. Sometimes you can show them and they catch on and they do it every time. So what we've done with her is she's used to coming out over here, okay? And what she'll do is she'll swing that around over on this side over here and bring it back around to me, okay? Okay, we're on to the next one here. And just like before we've seen, we're gonna do a little bit more. The first time we went straight out there about 100 yards, okay, she handled that a breeze. So now that I see that she's doing that, I want to go do some blind retrieves, okay? And I think we really need to work with this, okay? This really is important so the dog doesn't get confused, can mark really well and hold in the blind, which we got her in the blind right now. And then I want to send her back, and I want her really searching these out, okay? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and stick in the word right on this, because normally I send her back this way, and now we're going over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in. We'll see how this works, okay? Right. Now, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record this, and I'm gonna let you see how she handles this and how she comes out here. Now, this is gonna be a little bit different exercising, because we're sending her right. This is not true blind retrieves. She's having to search this out, but this is gonna set her up for blind retrieves. So when I said we need to work for blind retrieves, hey, good girl! When we set her up for blind retrieves, what I wanna do is send her to the right now, and get her used to that. And I want her getting used to using her eyes and her nose and searching, okay? That's what we're really gonna work out. Now, this is where it gets tricky. If you send the dog to the right, but yet the bird is back, you still use the word back. So they understand. Drop it. Good girl, good, drop it right there. See how she dropped it? Good girl. Okay, so when you send them to the right, they come out, you say right, they go to the right, and they're searching. Let me zoom out here, there you go. They're going to the right, and they're searching. But what if that bird is back here and she's over here? Send her back. So that's why I always work very, very hard on back first. Because if they don't understand back, they're gonna get confused. Some trainers, they'll work on all three at one time. That's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Nothing wrong with that at all. But I just try to get everyone, okay, hey, come. Right over here, right over here. You gotta come over here. Now watch what she's gonna do.
Workout resumed.
Well, she didn't do what I thought she was gonna do. So, which is good. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start back over again. I'm gonna put her in the blind and we're gonna do it again, okay? And we're gonna keep, let's go girl. Come on, right here.
Workout paused.
And what we're gonna do is start her over again. And I'm gonna keep throwing over here to the right, okay? So I'm gonna stop this video and we're gonna go right back into this again, and I'm gonna get her set back up. I'll turn it back on, and I want you guys to see all these different retrieves that she's gonna do. You'll see how she will advance because we're gonna show her what we want her to do, give her the command, and then praise her for it, okay? Show her, command, praise. Show her, command, praise. I'm gonna show her what I want her to do, which she's already doing it, okay? And then once she does it, kennel, good girl, stay. Good girl, stay. And once I show her what I want her to do, which we're doing this, okay? We're gonna throw it back in, hide it in there. I'm gonna throw it back a little further this time. I was gonna stop this video, but she's cooperating better than I thought she was gonna do, okay? So, she's hopefully marked that. Now, we're gonna build this. Now, I said earlier, I said we're gonna work on blind retrieves. We are. This is the beginning level of blind retrieves, okay? They've got to learn what a blind retrieve is. So they've got to learn to search, okay? So what we're teaching her now, right, is to go right. We're also teaching her to search. Once she learns that she has to search and it's in the thick, okay? She has to learn that. Then we can start sending her on blind retrieves because then she'll learn to search better, okay? That's one thing that she needs to learn is searching. Okay, here she goes. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see her work. She knows right where that bad boy's at. But see how she's working in that cattails? 2 whistles means come. Okay. Good girl. That's a good girl, Bella. Good girl. Now, one thing you have to understand, again, for those that you work your dogs and stuff like this, you get this. Those that are just watching have no idea what's going on. These cattails have little things sticking up, okay? She's got to work around all that stuff. You know, some of these are broken off, okay? So I'm gonna let her play for just a second. I'm gonna show you guys this.
Workout resumed.
I hope you're not hearing all that. I got an app on my, anyways,
workout paused.
It keeps talking to me about working out. So you see how these little cattails are broken off right here, okay? Down in here, down in here, down here. Okay, they're that way as well down over there in some of that deep. So she has to work around that stuff. So not only is she working around all that stuff, she's using her eyes, she's using her nose. So it's difficult for these dogs. Okay, Bella's only 5 months old. So again, we're just keeping this stuff going along, but I don't like moving forward until I know she's confident and she does well. Okay, these 100-yard back cast, she's got this down like, she could do this all day long if she wanted to, okay? So now we've got to step up our game so she can step up hers. And we're gonna just keep working on this and keep going with it, okay?